First up is Max. He is an Old English sheepdog, and he's kind of weird in the sense of he doesn't like very many people, but for whatever reason, he really likes me. And Mom is always so shocked. She's like, I can't believe he likes you so much, and you're not scared of him. And I say, no, he's just a big old baby. And when I go to their house now to groom him, I come up to his kennel, and he's super good with me, wiggles his butt, and he doesn't have a tail, so he's just a complete little wiggle butt. And this is Tango, and I haven't seen Tango since I went mobile, and which kind of makes me sad because he says, I'm a very good boy, and I think that I would really like to be groomed in the bus instead of having to go to the shop. But I just, maybe Mom just hasn't decided to call yet, but I do miss Militia. I'm just making that up, but I like to think that they miss me sometimes. I don't normally recommend the Furminator, but for some reason I couldn't get anything off of Tango's hair. I couldn't get anything off of his coat, so I used the Furminator and then the Zoom Groom to get some of his shedding off. He says, I shed a lot. Willow is also one that I miss. This video was of her first bath, and she did really, really well. And she is, Tango sheds like this light little tiny top coat kind of fur, but this girl sheds like crazy. And again, I'm using that Furminator. I really don't recommend it. But for some coats, I do go over it a little bit just to see if it'll take a lot of the hair off. And in this case it was, but it's definitely not recommended for everyday use. Like, you don't want to use it too much. But she says, I had a lot of hair, as you can see, and the Furminator really got a lot of it off because I hadn't been brushed for a while. But I like getting my ears scissored and trim up my feathers, and I was a really good girl for everything. And next is Willow's flatmate. Oh my gosh, Gilroy. I forgot his name. A lot of people are like, how do you know what to do on my dog? Like when I go see them at their house, how do you remember what to do? And I was like, I don't know. I just have a really good memory with that stuff. And I always remember their names. Sometimes, well, with Gilroy, it took me a second to remember, but I know all my dogs. I can go through all of my footage, and which you'll be seeing a lot of because I don't have any new footage and I won't be able to make any new footage. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Gilroy is a Yorkie, and he says, I had a lot of hair and now I'm nice and smooth. And oh yes, it's Poseidon, the wrinkle cleanse. Poseidon also hasn't come to me, but it's okay. I do miss him quite a bit. He says, please just be careful with my face because there's a lot of gentle little folds and nooks and crannies there. This video was also Poseidon's first visit with me, and I'm using a cotton ball to wipe out his wrinkles just to make sure they're dry. Wrinkles can harbor moisture, and it's a nice, warm, moist environment, and you don't want stuff to build up. He says, I give good kisses. And for his first time, he did so well for his nails. And I told his moms, I was like, he's such a good boy, and look how handsome he is. He says, I have an Instagram too. Duchess. Duchess was just kind of like a random dog that I groomed. She wasn't a regular client, and her parents are elderly, and they're not able to bring her in as often. She says, hello, I would like to make friends with everybody who walks by. I'm a very happy dog, and I'm very happy to be here. Melissa's shaving me first, and then she's giving me a bath, and I have some eye boogie buildup, so she had to pick that off. And I'm going to feel really a lot better after I get all fixed up, and I'm going to look pretty cute too. I could do without this nail filing business, but I trust Melissa, even though we just met. And look at how cute I am. But if you could just pick me up and hold me right now instead of being on the table, I'd really appreciate it. Oops, butt scoot. Oh, Maggie. She is also just kind of a dog that goes to whoever. They don't ask for me or anything. And sometimes we just get lucky and we're like, yes, Maggie's on our books. I kind of got into some trouble with her because I talked about this secret nickname we have for her, Murder Maggie, which we don't believe is true of her. Her parents say that she murdered her flatmates, these little old poodles. One got hit by a car, and then the other one supposedly was murdered by her, but I don't believe it for a second. So we call her Murder Maggie very jokingly, and I got a lot of uproar about that. But she says, I would never do such a thing. I'm a perfect angel. Look at my beautiful snoot. Hello. Lucy is just the cutest, happiest little thing you've ever met in your entire life. She is a Shih Tzu Bichon mix, and I've been grooming her since she was a itty bitty 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 baby. And she says, I don't like having any scissors by my face. I barely will let you trim my ears. I get very twitchy, and there's something about the sound that I just hate. Nothing has ever happened. I have not been traumatized by the scissors, but don't make that noise. Okay, bye.